Robin Wright plays a fictionalized version of herself as an aging actress with a reputation for being terrible, so much so that nobody is willing to offer her roles lest they be sued by traumatized audiences. Her son, Aaron, suffers from Usher syndrome that is slowly destroying his sight and hearing, and will result in him becoming a strange and bizarre creature that can taste sound and feel people's thoughts. With the help of Dr. Barker Paul Giamatti, Robin is barely able to stave off the worst effects of her son's decline, although his condition is sliding into its terminal stage. Robin's longtime agent L. Harvey Keitel takes her to meet Jeff Green, Danny Huston, a CEO of the film production company, Miramount Studios, which controls all the governments through media entertainment, and they offer to buy her likeness and digitize her into a computer-animated version of herself. After initially turning down the offer, Robin reconsiders after realizing she may be unable to find future work with the emergence of this new technology, and agrees to sell the film rights to her digital image to Miramount Studios in exchange for a hefty sum of money. She is forced to promise never to act again. After her body is digitally scanned, the studio will be able to make films starring her, using only computer-generated characters. Since then, Robin's virtual persona has become the star of a popular science fiction action film franchise, Rebel Robot Robin, featured in excerpts or parodies of Metropolis, RUR, Dr. Strangelove and Children of Men, with Robin appearing inside those film excerpts. 20 years later, in a world where Miramount's entertainment industry is now in total control, and those opposing them are ruthlessly hunted and enslaved. As her contract is about to expire, Robin travels to Abraham City in the former United States, now the new Miramount States, where she will speak at Miramount's Entertainment Conference, called the Futurological Congress, in Hotel Miramount Nagasaki, and also renew her now expired contract. Abraham City is an animated, surreal utopia that is created from figments of people's imaginations, where anyone can become an animated avatar of themselves, but are required to use hallucinogenic drugs and nanites that allow them to enter a mutable illusory state. They can become anything they want to be. Michael Jackson, Marilyn Monroe, Clint Eastwood, Frida Kahlo, as well as Egyptian god Horus are seen at the Congress. While discussing her new contract with Jeff, Robin learns that his studio has developed a new technology that will allow everyone to devour her or possibly transform themselves into her. Robin agrees to the deal but has a crisis of conscience and does not believe she or anyone else should be turned into a product. Asked to speak at the Congress, Robin publicly voices her contrary views, upsetting the hosts, judges and the councils of the Congress. Shortly afterwards, the Congress is interrupted by members of the resistance, who seek to overthrow Miramount and establish a far-right theocracy. The head of the Congress, a Steve Jobs cartoon parody figure, is assassinated by the anti-Miramount resistance. During the attack, Robin is rescued and protected by Dylan Trulina, John Hamm, who was Miramount's lead animator for her films. They escape, but she is soon captured by Miramount police and convicted of crimes against the state. Robin is executed by Jeff as a punishment for rejecting the offers from Miramount and the Congress. Still in this animated world, Robin is shown on a hospital bed, while doctors discuss her case. One of the doctors reveals that when Robin was found, she pleaded with her rescuers to execute her. The doctors decide that Robin has become so exhausted and intoxicated by the effects of hallucinogen that she must be frozen until her corrupted DNA and neurological structure can be replaced. 20 years further on, Robin is revived and recovered in the animated world and has no memories of the Congress incident, having had all of her memories except those of her son erased. She reunites with Dylan, who tells her that technology has improved so that anything is possible, that people can take on whatever form they wish and the ego no longer exists. Dylan and Robin fall in love and take a journey through a colorful imaginary world. However, Robin is still desperate to return to the real world and be with her son, Aaron. The only way to do that is using a suicide capsule that Dylan was given by Miramount as his reward for 20 years of service. The capsule is only powerful enough for one person and Dylan has no more. Dylan gives it to Robin, begging her not to look at the real him when she returns to the real world. Re-entering the unanimated real world, Robin finds herself in a dystopian environment and the inhabitants are severely dysfunctional, and some are dying or comatose. The administrators, who control the world and are not subject to Miramount's mental conditioning, hover over its ruined cities in large airships. On one of the ships, Robin finds Dr. Barker, who operates the machines that project the animated world into the minds of the surviving humans. Barker reveals that most people have left for an existence in an animated, unreal world. Wanting to find Aaron, Robin's hopes are shed when Barker reveals that Aaron crossed over into the animated world only 6 months earlier, when his condition had left him virtually blind and deaf. Because Aaron likely created a new identity for himself in the animated world. There is no way for anyone to find him. While Robin can return to an animated existence, she cannot return to the one she left behind, including Dylan, because the world was not real but created by her consciousness. Knowing about this, Dr. Barker gives Robin an inhalation ampoule that will allow her to return to the animated world once again. Taking it, Robin experiences a vivid vision based on memories of her son's life, being born, seeing his mother for the first time, as an infant watching his mother act, as an older child being taken to Dr. Barker, as a young adult watching his mother leave for the Congress, finding his mother in suspended animation, as an adult when his mother revives and she explores the imaginary world, and finally Robin taking the capsule that will take her away from the real world forever. In the end, Robin discovers Aaron in the middle of an animated desert.